PS5 Update 9.20 was released and potentially fixes significant security issues. Sony published PS5 firmware 9.20, specifically 24.03-09.20.00. This is mostly a QL and bug fix release, possibly to address some user-facing minor issues from firmware 9.00, released in March. Notably, some hackers mentioned that 9.20 might be fixing significant security vulnerabilities on the device. PS5 firmware 9.20, what's new? Game Help has been expanded by adding Community Game Help features. In Game Help, you will see hints labeled Community Game Help in supported games, which indicates that the hint was generated from other players' gameplay videos. You can participate in Community Game Help by allowing your gameplay video to be automatically captured and added to the feature upon review. To opt in, go to Settings, Captures and Broadcasts, Captures, Auto Captures, Community Game Help, and then select Participate. You can also opt out at any time. In Remote Play, if the persistent message Remote Play Connected is displayed during Remote Play, you can now hide this on your game screen. Go to Settings, System, Remote Play and turn on Hide Remote Play Connection Status. We've improved system software performance and stability. We've improved the messages and usability on some screens. As always, for what software performance and stability really means, we have to look to PS5 scene hackers for more details. In particular, Zakaxeo says, IPL, Initial Program Load, as the name indicates, is one of the first pieces of code loaded and executed by the machine. In particular on consoles such as the PS5, this piece of code is generally very small and extremely secure. It is here to ensure the machine loads the kernel properly, and it performs early security checks. In the past, flaws in console IPLs have been critical in gaining early access to the console for custom firmwares. Dravsu also noted that the PlayStation Bug Bounty has possibly awarded new critical level rewards, typically reserved for kernel exploits, in the past few days. It would honestly be strange to see such a quick turnaround between 9.00 and 9.20 for bounties awarded so recently, but it is certainly interesting. These bounties could also have been recently paid for something reported a while ago, such as the Flow's latest exploit, which the hacker is stated to reveal at a conference in May. Some major mistake seems to have been fixed on PS5 version 9.20. The IPL shows security revision bumped from 0xFFF to 0x3FFF. PS5 9.20. Should I update? As always, if your goal is to jailbreak your console, you should simply not update. The recent history of PlayStation hacking tells us so. People who keep their console up to date do not get the jailbreaks. This is even clearer this time, as whatever those security fixes are, Sony found useful to let their users know about them. This is particularly true recently. The general consensus on the scene is that hackers such as the Flow W might have another PS5 kernel exploit waiting for disclosure. Many on the scene were assuming that firmware 8.20 has fixes for these potential hacks, but it could be firmware 8.40 after all. There's never been a more hopeful time to stay tight on whatever PS5 firmware you currently are on. In an ideal world, you would have two consoles. One that you keep on a low firmware for a jailbreak, or buy a low firmware one if you can find one. And one that you keep up to date in order to play your current gen games and access PlayStation Online services. I know it's easier said than done, but that's how things are. Current hackable PS5 models are hard to find under $1,000 nowadays, so a new kernel exploit would indeed be welcome to pop that bubble. I hope this video is of great interest to you, and remember to subscribe to my channel so that you can receive more news about PS4 and PS5 new jailbreak. Thanks for supporting my channel.